So then he goes, yo, do you consider yourself a fail? No. Do you consider me a failed rapper? Like, I'm your friend. Like, that's the question. Because you said it. Oh, don't listen to Panda. Don't listen to Panda. I'm not listening to Panda. I'm listening to you. You said it. The receipt is there that you said it.
The next topic I know is a bit sensitive, so I want to make sure we talk about it carefully. And the only reason we talking about it is because it was handled publicly. The situation with Talib Kweli, if you could give a small synopsis of what happened, how you felt, why you chose to address things the way you did.
I mean, first off, shout to Kweli. Kweli is my brother. You know what I'm saying? I love Talib Kweli. I love Talib Kweli Green. I don't just love Talib Kweli. The part about being adults is, hey man, I don't agree with everything all my people say and do. Yeah, you know, I don't. If they don't agree with me, cool. Like we're not supposed to I'm not put here to please everybody, and neither is he. You know, Qua is polarizing online, and I've been watching some things for a while. I usually don't get in them. Like I don't get in them. I see them, and you know, I just keep it moving. A lot of us that are his friends, we share the same sentiment. We spoke, like a lot of us, like, yo, what the fuck is going on? Like, and we just all come to the thing, yeah, we just scroll past that shit. Like, we don't really, because I'm gonna keep it 100. Like, I see Kweli isn't the same guy he is online. I'm not saying he's fronting. I'm just saying that, yo, man, he's smiling, he cool. You know what I'm saying? Online, like I'm seeing like somebody else just shooting at everybody. You know what I'm saying? So what made me jump into it, now I'm not really, and this is the thing that bothers me about it, is because I'm not even fully versed on everything. Like I got my own shit going on. Like I got my own issues that I'm dealing with crew, internal. I can't really be paying attention totally to everything that's going on. But what I did see is that you had interviewed, first off, you interviewed a lot of us from Brooklyn. Um, well, not even just Brooklyn, but a lot of us underground artists that, you know, need a platform. Like, as far as I'm concerned, I feel like Rusty, Penn, these guys, the Sways, I feel like they're bigger than me, pause. So they're gonna get the platforms. Me, I don't get on platforms. Like, I don't know whether they scared because I'm gonna say what I want to say, or maybe whatever, for whatever reason. I feel like I'm deserving enough to get on platforms. Kweli knows that I'm good enough to be on platforms. You know. I just want to know, why was I never on your platform? You know, you got a problem with Panda. You said, he said all Panda does. He, from what I get, he's mad at you because you did an interview with Big Lou, shout to Big Lou, Dayton, shout to Dayton, Diabolic, shout to Diabolic. Like, I don't have no issues with these people. Like, these people didn't do nothing to me. Like, I don't have no issues with these people. Like, I got whole granddaughters that I'm worrying about other shit for them, like day-to-day shit. So I'm not really paying attention. Not saying that they didn't do anything, Qua. It's not what I'm saying. I'm saying it's from my perspective. I'm not totally tapped into your beef. So what I do see is Panda brings to my attention that he says all Panda does is interview Nazis and failed rappers. So, I mean, I'm not a Nazi. What are you saying? All the last couple people that Panda has had on the show is the Rusties, is the Bad Seed, is the Poison Pens, is these people who are your friends. So what are you saying? That's what I came into the chat to say. I didn't attack him. The words that I used wasn't disrespectful. I'm just like, yo, fam, what's this? Because I even was like, damn, son, word, say it ain't so. I was laughing. Yo, man, I'm on medication, bro. Like, I don't let shit get to me like people think it does. Like, it really doesn't really get to me like that. I be laughing, bro, to keep from being like a certain way. And as far as Kweli go, bro, I would never ball my fist up to Kweli, to diss Kweli, or to fight Kweli. It would never happen. Like, so me asking him that and him feeling attacked, I feel a way about it. He said, yo, well, you should call my phone. Why? I just called you. I just texted you a couple weeks ago. You used to say, what's up? You don't even answer to that. So why would I hit your phone to speak about that? Nigga, you said what you said publicly. So I'm asking you about it publicly. You know, so then he goes, yo, do you consider yourself a fail? No. Do you consider me a failed rapper? Like, I'm your friend. Like, that's the question. Because you said it. Oh, don't listen to Panda. Don't listen to Panda. I'm not listening to Panda. I'm listening to you. You said it. The receipt is there that you said it. Then he say, oh, my friends don't, some to the effect of my friends don't defend me. I had to go back, man, on my page, April 29th, bro. I said publicly, I said, yo, there will be no Talib Kweli slander on my page. That is a good friend of mine. I hold him near and dear. A problem with him is a problem with me. I dropped that in the chat, kept it moving. You know why? Because at this point, I don't even care about what a retort is to that. I knew where my heart was with it. He should know. It's not coming from a bad place. I've never been in a bad place with him like that, especially publicly. Nigga, I asked you a question publicly because you said something publicly. You might as well have said my name because I was grouped up in that. Panda, these are the facts. You said Panda interviews Nazis and failed rappers. These are more facts. I'm your friend and I'm a rapper. Here's another fact. Panda interviewed me. What are you saying? You're smart, bro. Like, we're not going to do word semantics and dance around shit. Like, come on, man. I'm smart too. You know what I'm saying? And this is the year not letting people, you know, and don't get it twisted. I don't want this to make it seem like I'm mad at Kwa. I ain't mad at Kwa. I love Kweli. I'll put the blast on right now and start dancing. I don't have no hate in my heart. I don't. Yo, I just, you know, my thing is, yo, man, don't say, oh, you jumping on platforms with Panda and shit. Nah. Nigga, why I was never on your platform, bro? You had the People's Army. You been seeing me rapping. I've been out here. Out of our demographic of niggas, I'm one of the most consistent and the most active. I'm talking about the niggas from our cloth from back then. I'm out here working. Why bring me on to? And I digress. I'm not doing this because of that, but it's just a point. Like, yo, bro, all of that, I'm still loyal. I'm just asking you a question. And that question, the way you dealt with that question brings up other questions. So that's all. As far as I'm concerned, I ain't got no problem with Kweli, man. And now I will tell you this, Kweli, Panda is a good dude. Panda's a good dude. If you want me to denounce him as some sort of loyalty to you, then I'm not going to do it. You know why I'm not going to do it? Because Panda took a chance on me and opened up his platform to me. Nigga, let's say Panda was a racist, right? Let's say he was. Nigga, if Charlie Kirk was still alive and Charlie Kirk asked me to get on this platform, I would get on this platform. You know why? Because his eyes on it so they could get a glimpse of who I am. I don't shuck and jive. I'm not up here sucking Panda off, and I'm just giving Panda salutes for what he's done for me that my own peoples did. That's all. Do I feel away? Nah, I don't fucking feel away. I kept it moving. You nenever heard me say, oh, damn, Qua, why you ain't put me on? Never. I just kept it moving. You know how you put in the thing? Oh, the noted? Yeah, this was noted. It's no beef. It's noted. I love you, nigga. If I'm going down the street, I see you in it, nigga. We in it, nigga. That's just the nigga I am. But what I'm not gonna do is semantics and wordplay tricks. Nigga, I'm nice with the words too. So you know, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not doing that, bro. Did you or did you not call us failed rappers? If them niggas ain't gonna say nothing about it, cool. Me, I am. And that's just that. Big Brooklyn, just like you.
Well, I think that the whole thing was kind of like while our interview was airing the whole time, he was going at me the whole time, right? And he was basically saying
Going at
this
you?
same thing of all you do is interview failed rappers and racists. But it's like you said, like the people that I had on, even Penn was on, I think, when he first started going at me. You know what I mean? So it was just like, why are you generalizing if you see your own people on here? You know, from Rockness, from Rusty, from all these guys, right? And
Everybody. Everybody from the come up. That's why that's why it surprises me. Because best believe if all of us would have asked him about that, you know what I'm saying? I would have liked to have see what that response was. And I wasn't even asking on some, yo, what the fuck that mean, nigga? What the No. Everything's there. I ain't delete nothing. It's there. I'm asking, I was very respectful, like, yo, what's up, bro? Like, what you mean by that? He was very respectful too. Like, if you notice, our conversation and banter was respectful. Yeah, he might have talked slick. I don't care about that shit. Y'all don't care about slick talking shit like that. Nigga, I talk slick too. We from the towns. Like, that's how we talk. I'm not a bitch. I don't be like, oh, he's talking slick to me. It's what you're saying and how it comes off. And we were talking very respectful to each other. He wasn't talking to me like he talk about everybody else. And I wasn't talking to him like how I would talk to anybody, how I would talk to anybody else. It's still respect, bro. I didn't agree. I want to know what's up, and that's it. Like, I don't got no problem. Like, you know what I'm
but
saying?
with you saying that if you cruising down the street and you see him getting into it with somebody else, right? It's going to be you guys getting into it with somebody. So I think that people in the comments, and probably one of his arguments is going to be, well, if you see me getting into it with Panda and these other guys, why aren't you jumping in
That's
and
a
defending
comment.
me?
I'm different. I'm built different. I'm not from this internet era. And it's tripping me out that he's getting good. If I'm driving down the street and he's being physically assaulted and fucked up, and he can, first of all, as a man, he should be doing this thing. If it's one-on-one, nigga, do your thing. I'll be in the car like, yeah, nigga, get him. But if you getting fucked up, that's something else. It's different. Like, I don't operate off internet shit. Like that, I don't. If you say something publicly, I'm gonna address it publicly.
From what you've seen though, because like when this first started, right? You and I were already talking about it behind the scenes. You didn't see me say anything publicly about it. Like I was just like letting it rock pretty much. Right? Like from what you saw.
Right.
And I even told you behind the scenes, I'm like, damn, like this is disappointing because I'm a Kweli fan. Like you even said in the comments that like Panda said nothing but positive things to me about Kweli.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Like even off of air, like just kicking it.
Yeah,
You
and
know,
the
your
whole
boy's
time
been
he's calling me racist, and I'm still saying positive things about him behind the scenes to you, like that it's really no problem. Because the way that this first started in 2023, I interviewed this guy named Hocus 4/5. I'm asking him about his public disputes, right? And we're not even talking about Kweli. I ask him about WAC 100. He then brings up Kweli. He said, don't forget Talib Kweli. And he goes off on Kweli. I interviewed Royce's brother, and you know the style of interviews I do. I do in-depth interviews, like whole career in life, right? So if one of the big moments that you have is going against Kweli or anybody, whoever it is, doesn't matter who it is, it's like you got into some kind of beef, you know I'm gonna ask about it. Because if I don't ask about it, fans of you or people that are privy to that information, they're gonna be in the comments asking, yo, why you ain't asking about that? Right?
Right. And here's the gag about that. I've watched the People's Army because that was my shit. You know what I'm saying?
It's the people's party.
People's Party. And I've seen him ask guests who might have had previous issues or whatever. It could have been dead or whatever. Ask them about said issue. It's media. It's part of the story. Is it that he can ask it, but maybe he feels like he can ask that because he's actually black? So maybe that's it. I don't know. But what I'm saying is I, with my own eyes, have seen my brother, Talib Kweli, ask people on his platform things about negative things that occurred that could be considered disparaging or digging up old shit, or you know what I mean? It's media. When you guys sign up to be podcasters and say, look, I want to interview people, right? It's a lot to it. Like you gotta put into perspective that, yo, man, I can go from being loved to hated. Just like being an artist. It's the same shit. Everything's all sweet and cool when you just starting out. But once once you start putting the records out, or once them interviews start getting done and you gotta ask those questions, you don't want to just sit there. Panda's not gonna sit there and ask somebody, hey, so what's your favorite color? Hey, so why is the sky blue? Why is water wet? Why did Judas rat the Romans while Jesus slept? Like, he's not gonna ask his guest this. He's gonna ask his guests things that are engaging, things that himself as a fan wanted to know. Shit, if I had my own podcast, it'd be worse. Nigga, I'm asking everything that I wanted to know. You know why? Because I was a fan before I was a rapper. I was. Nigga, you think if I had EPMD, nigga, if I had EPMD on my shirt, these two niggas could be best of friends now. By the time I'm done, they will hate each other again by the time we leave the interview. You know why? Because I want to dig deep. I want to know what's up, yo. I don't think that all nigga, I'm a fan, nigga. I was heartbroken when I heard what the Paris Eric did. What? I'm also from the street, so there's certain questions I want to ask, nigga, that's not getting asked in interviews. Like, you dig? And I just want to know from the perspective of a fan, and anybody who watches my show taps in because they don't get the opportunity to ask these questions. So I'm on the front line asking the questions they want to hear. It's just fan shit.
Well, you also understand the perspective of when those type of questions do get asked, a lot of times it's surface level answers.
Right.
People just accept it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's the way I approach my interviews a lot of times. But you don't see me going like, yeah, he a bitch. Or like, I'm like really like feeding into it, insulting the other person that's being asked about. Like, I don't do that. I just ask, okay, what happened? And then what has been made public? This person said this, right? You said this. And we go based off of fact and then the person's perspective that I'm interviewing. I'm not doing like where I'm agreeing with them, I'm going in on them. Like, I think the worst thing I said about Kweli prior to the Big Lou situation was, I don't agree with the way that he goes at people online. I think it goes too far. But everything else I've always said, I'm a fan of his music. I'm a fan of his podcasting. I think he does great work, right? Like all those things. So I didn't understand why he was taking it so personal, because like you said, he is a podcaster. He's done, I've watched so many of the People's Party where he's asked Fat Joe about his beef with 50 Cent, Game about his beef with 50 Cent, tons of these people. So is 50 Cent supposed to look at him and be like, yo, you targeting me, or you feel a way now? It's like, no, bro, like you signed up to be a public figure, right? You're going to get asked about and spoken about. And I felt I did it in a respectful way. So when I interviewed Dayton, I asked him what happened with him and Kweli, right? And I asked his own man, Poison Pen, from what you remember, what happened between Dayton and Kweli. Penn said that he don't remember, he didn't even know about that situation until my interview, right? Now, the real issue, I think, is really the Diabolic situation, because, look, you got, like a lot of people say, oh, he's MAGA or whatever. And when I interviewed Diabolic, I asked him, okay, this is a common narrative about you, that you're MAGA, you're a Trump supporter. Why, as a journalist, shouldn't I be able to have that conversation with somebody?
What did he say? Did he say he was?
He said that he liked some of the things that Trump did. Okay. But I'm not agreeing with him in the conversation. I'm asking him about systemic racism. I'm asking him, well, don't you think about this? I'm pointing the conversation in all kinds of areas. Even Diabolic admitted this. He said, bro, like, you gave pushback. Like, you asked, like, well, don't you think about, what about this situation? What about this, right? I'm not saying, oh yeah, I'm a Trump supporter too. Or like, I don't follow politics like that, bro. Like, I don't, because I think both sides don't care about people at all. I think both sides are just as bad in different ways. You know what I'm saying? Like, so my approach when I interview people is always give the people, the audience, the clearest image of this person, so that when they walk away from watching it, it answers the question they wanted to know, or it allows them to understand who they really are. It's not for me to be like debating this person. Like, I didn't start that conversation with Diabolic to be like, oh, we gonna argue politics. You on Anderson Cooper now. Like, that's not my style. You know what I'm saying? Like, It's just like, let you speak your piece. Let you tell your narrative the way you want it to be told. Just like when I interview you, I let you tell your story the way that you want it to be told. You know, I've had plenty of people up here diss Trump, and I'm the one that brought up the question. You released, I had Elder Sensei. He had a diss track to Donald Trump, right? I asked him about it. I'm like, how did you come up with the song? What made you want to do that? I'm not pushing in either way to be like, oh, you know, you wrong for that, or like, why'd you do that? You know, I had Lazarus on there. Him and Crooked Eye did a song about called Fearless, dissing Donald Trump, talking about his policies. And I'm not like pushing him either way. I'm even asking him, I'm like, can you be friends with somebody that votes differently from you? Or do you judge people off of the way that they vote? I don't know how much more impartial I could possibly be. You know what I'm saying? Like, giving a fair chance to everybody to speak their piece.
Let me tell you, Panda, that's what it is. My thing is this. I'm loyal to, and I'm pro-human. I'm pro-black, but I'm pro-human. I'm gonna keep it 100, man. Like, I'm not gonna say that us as a people, we should be even riding on anybody right now when we got things that we need to fix in our own house first as a culture. Us as black men, we still walking down the street, one coming this way, one coming this way. We can't even say what's up to each other and nod. We ice grilling each other as we walk by, but we busy worried about what somebody's saying online. Yo, man, I think the priorities is out of whack. I've been shitted on more times this year by black people than white people. And these are people that were supposed to be my people that I love. So me personally, I'm saying miss me with that. I've judged people off of how they deal with me. Yeah, you know, and how they deal with the people that's around me. You, Panda, you have always, yeah, like I ain't going front, bro. Like I hate this for you. You know, because I haven't known you that long. And I've known him for whatever for forever. And that's why I think this shit is whack. Because we've spoke many times off of here. I respect you because not only do you have respect for me, you still had respect for Kweli. You know why? Because you have never, ever said anything disrespectful about this nigga to me. Because I've made it abundantly clear that's my brother. You came to me and was like, yo, I feel bad. I don't want y'all to fall out. You know, that's your brother. Woo, woo, woo. You was really concerned, my G. You was hitting up my partner. You and my partner, Joe, was talking about this shit. Nigga, you good with me. You understand what I'm saying? Like you good with me. You not good with him? Yo, I'm not good with some people. Maybe now I'm not good with him. I don't know. Either way, I got a family to take care of regardless. The wild shit about this whole shit is, come on, man. I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it spade. Underground hip hop, the supporters of underground hip hop, the people who buy the majority of the merch, the music, go to the shows, really, really support underground hip hop are white guys. You go to a Talib Kweli show, he could get up there and be talking all the black positivity shit he want. That crowd, depending on, I'm talking about majority of these spots, are white people. They love him. They love hip hop. Yeah, are there some that did just like there's some black people that are for like, you know what I'm saying? There's always exceptions to every rule. I don't like generalization. That shit is just crazy to me. The reason why is because that's just like saying, yo,
It's stereotypes, bro.
yo, let's say my granddaughter, right? Let's say I go to the doctor, like she's really sick. And I take her to the doctor, and the nurse is Chinese, no, Iranian. The nurse is Iranian with like a teardrop. Like she just her face look like she been through some shit. Like but obviously she got the job in America at the hospital or whatever, right? I'm pretty sure she had to go through what she had to go through to get on. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's like me being like, yo, and Shorty seemed cool. Like she's talking, she seems cool. She's talking, she's polite, she's respectful, but I'm still like, nah. Let Shorty do her job, man. And the time it'd take, my granddaughter could be dying. The time that it take for me to find somebody of to my liking to save my granddaughter, I don't give a fuck if an alien saves my granddaughter. I need help. That's when humanization comes in. I don't give a fuck about anybody's color, yo, because I've been shitted on by my own constantly. Constant. Day in, day out, all day, every day. Going through it now. Went through it yesterday. While the shit with Kweli was going on, I was dealing with that shit. On a sidebar from a black person. Not a white person I do business with. Not an Asian person I do business with. Not even a Spanish person I do business with. A black person. It's been black people all year. Other races, you know what they've been doing? Giving me opportunities this year. Looking out. Like, damn, I've been seeing you all these years. Rocking. You doing your thing. Yo, how about you come fuck with us? That's what the other race has been doing. But I'm not calculating. I'm only calculating because we talking about it. I'm not sitting back like, oh damn, the fucking black people and the white. Who cares? If I need help, I need help. If you need help, you need help. I'ma help you. I don't give a fuck. I'm a human, yo, and I'ma die that. So you know, but also, you know, for those that's into like astrology and shit, I'm an Aquarius, man. Like we humanitarians, period. Anyway. You know what I'm saying? So it's just nature for me. Like I don't get anything from disparaging someone because they're different from me.
And that's the thing, bro. Like, I love people of all colors. If you look at my channel, you see everybody. That's what hip hop is supposed to be, right? It's supposed to be about unity, bringing everybody together. Although
That's what the world, life, that's God's plan.
although it is a black art form that came from black people, that is the dominant, right? You know, and that's always how it should be. But I'm saying, like, it's brought so many cultures, so many people together from all over the world, and so many people appreciate it.
But even that though, Panda, who cares? Who started? Like that's like saying, yo, who started French fries? And the people who start, yo, anytime y'all eat French fries, y'all better recognize that was us, nigga. Bang bang, Argentina, nigga. Who cares? We all love French fries. Like does it matter who, where, like who started it? Well, it does not matter. It's here. We're all moving it along. Like who the fuck can? I know I don't.
I just think that you see, like, when it comes to something like hip hop, though, there's a sensitivity to it, right? Because of what black people have been through in this country with starting other genres of music like rock and roll, and it's been taken from you guys. And when you think of rock and roll now, a lot of times the stereotypical image that you think of is kind of like a white guy with long hair or something like that, blonde hair, and he's playing the guitar. You don't think of black people. You don't think of like Jimi Hendrix or something. So the sensitivity of, we don't want that to happen to hip hop because we started it, you know, and black people have had so many issues in this country as well. So I just interviewed John Connor, and the way that he explained it to me, he was like, it's like, damn, like we took something from nothing, and it's like everybody wants to take it from us. And, you know, like the plight of the black man in this country is just like, we're angry about things. Sometimes we redirect it in a wrong way because we don't know where to direct it. You know what I'm saying? And I totally understand what he's saying about that situation. So I feel like if you are in hip hop and if you are of a different color, it's like you got to come with a little bit more sensitivity, a little bit more of respect. And that's why I always try to pay homage and try to, you know, give that respect to people.
I respect that, but I feel like the other genres of music that were taken, those were different. Hip hop has always been rebellion. Like whenever somebody says, "Oh, they trying to take over hip hop," I'm looking at them like, you can't take over hip hop. Like, how the fuck you gonna take over hip hop? It's too. It's like we built off of, nigga. Fuck you. Look at my shirt, man. SMD New York. Suck my. Like, you know what I'm saying? Shout to my sis, Boss Chick Rain. She got these joints. I'm helping her move these. You know what I'm saying? Holla at me. We get you. We got the white ones, all that. But you know, like that sounds like a weakness to me. And we ain't never been weak in that aspect. You know, yeah, rock and roll, okay, that's rock and roll. Jazz, okay, cool. They came and took the flute out that nigga hand. The man playing the saxophone. The white man can't give me that. I'll take that. The black man playing the guitar. White man came, took the guitar. Give me that. I'll take that. We stand there with the microphone. White man trying to. We like, nigga, what? You ain't taking this, nigga. Like, you crazy? And that's what we built on. So I think that's a defeatist kind of mindset to have. You can't take hip hop. Maybe you could take reggaeton.
What do you say though to like the people where like when they look at like on Instagram, right? You see a video of some kids in Japan or something like that and they break dancing. You see in the comments a lot of times people saying things like everybody wants to be black. They always taken from our culture. They always
I think
see
that's stupid. Why are they saying that? Nigga, you want to be influential. See, here's the thing. Everybody want the fame until it's time to be famous. Like, hip hop blew up. It no longer is that secret that you're keeping from your family. When we were coming up, it was a secret that we kept from the family because they didn't understand it. It was new. So the older heads is like, I know you ain't listening to that shit, Miles. Woo, 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 woo. Word. Unless you had a young, cool parent. Now, the millennials, yo, hip hop was here already. So I don't know, man. I don't
where
know.
do you draw the line though from cultural appropriation and cultural appreciation? Because I always notice that like the first reaction is always appropriation. Like, why can't it be appreciation? For don't you think that's kind of like the end of racism when you can appreciate each other's cultures and
Right.
learn?
I think the appropriation is broke people talk. I think it's people that are like, damn, why I ain't blow up or why I ain't do this, that, and that. I think it's broke and selfish talk. Because if you were really for the let's start with the broke part. You're talking like that because you ain't been over there to influence them, right? Because you can't afford it or you're not being paid to go over there. Now the other part, the selfish part is, yo, how dare you only think of yourself and not think of hip hop as a culture? This shit started in the Bronx. They said that this would be nothing, that it would not last. So the fact that in 2026, you can see people in fucking Japan, in Budapest, on a cardboard, spinning around, breakdancing is amazing. And you should think that if you really love hip hop. Now, the ill part about that, 2026 in America, niggas ain't putting no fucking cardboard down and breakdancing. So they are a little more in tune with our core values than we are. So they not hip hop. They respect it to the fullest. They would never diss. When they singing along and singing, nigga, they're not, that is not ER. That is not the hard ER. It's not. They saying nigga with love, baby. They singing along.
You know, like, cause like when you see like, say for example, like black people that love anime or they love martial arts or um even like there's like black people that love
Wu-Tang.
salsa music or like to love to dance like, you know, Latin style type of things and stuff.
Wu-Tang took the whole Chinese culture, the whole kung fu.
Yeah, all this stuff, right? It's like I feel like people look at that and they look at it from a perspective of they appreciate the culture. They love those type of things. That's why they took the time to
Right.
learn about it, right?
Right.
Like our brother Swave Seva. He's
Shout out
a
to
martial
Swave.
artist. Like, yo, he kick ass, right? Like for real.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah. He get busy.
He appreciates that type of culture, right? The martial arts and stuff. You don't look at him and go, yo, you appropriating the culture.
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes to anybody else outside of black culture being in hip hop specifically, I feel like there's a niche of people that view it like, oh, you guys are outsiders. You guys our guests, of course, like the Lord Jamar argument, or you guys are trying to steal from the culture. But I feel like, you know, with every culture, it's like when you can't put culture out into the world and expect people not to be influenced by it.
Right.
Right. Hip hop would not be as big as it is today if it didn't spread worldwide.
Panda, people are stupid. We just got to come to the realization of that. People are stupid. They wake up stupid. They go to sleep stupid. And the most dangerous thing about the stupidity is that they think that they're smart. So,
let me give you a great example, right? You're a big basketball fan, right?
Absolutely.
Okay. Remember Jeremy Lin? When he was on the Nets, he got dreads.
Linsanity.
Well, Linsanity was with the Knicks, but remember when he was on the Nets, he got dreads and he started doing his hair like a certain way. Kenyon Martin, you know Kenyon Martin, right?
Yeah.
He had dropped a video. He said, can somebody tell this boy his last name is Lin? We get it. You want to be black. You're not black. And all this stuff like that, right? What was Jeremy?
I think I remember that.
Yeah. What was Jeremy Lin's response? He said, yo, you know, I'm a big fan. I had your poster up in my room. I'm glad that I could have dreads and you could have Chinese tattoos. So he killed him with the kindness response, right? But he got him though, because it's like, why is it okay for you to have Chinese tattoos where obviously you didn't even know the characters? The tattoo artist had to look it up or had to tell you what does this character mean or whatnot.
They could have put anything on you. They could have told you it meant something and they could put something else.
Which has happened to other people. You know what I mean? Right? But
no regrets.
Like, that's what I'm saying.
Word, bro. Yo.
So it's just it's just kind of sad to see those type of things because like obviously I think when in some cases I'm sure there are people that are doing it to steal from the culture, to appropriate or whatnot, but I think a lot of times the automatic reaction is always like appropriation when it's like, why can't we think about it more from a positive perspective? A lot of times that maybe it is appreciation, you know. Now, like the situation with the Olympics, the breakdancing, that I'm not gonna say it's appreciation.
Yeah, that was definitely appropriation.
Yeah, you know, that was disrespectful in my opinion, you know.
Definitely.
Yeah. But man, you know, shout out to Kweli, man. as disrespectful as things have gone, man.
Just before we get off of that, I'm gonna say this. I love Talib Kweli Green. That is my brother forever. We had a little back and forth on the thing. I just asked him a question about something he said, and then back to business. I don't feel no way towards Kweli. You guys can stop with your narratives, because there's narratives going around or whatever. Stop with your narratives. It's all good. Love is love. That's my guy. If I seen him right now, I will roll up and let him smoke some of this Pete's dab with me. Like, it ain't nothing, you know what I'm saying? But Panda, I'ma also say this too. Panda is my dude. I fuck with Panda. Panda has done a lot for me. I've been through some shit with Panda already too. You know what I'm saying? So that's my guy too. So it is what it is.
In this industry, you're going to be cool with people that other people don't like. That's just how it is. Nobody's going to like everybody. You know what I mean?
You know, I know. Like, you know what I mean? But if I fuck with you, I fuck with you. Like, I'm not picking no side. I'm not drawing no line. I'm not doing none of that. I'm not in junior high. I'm a grown man. And I line up the people in my life that I feel suit me and my peace at this point in my life. So.
Right, no doubt.
Respectfully.